Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And you know for that matchup with Charlotte, that one's going to be the 7th game of the season, almost a full 10th of the season played after that one.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Kyle Filipowski is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then it's George, and it's Mikhailuk in at the 2 spot. And for the Suns, Dunn is out there with Williams. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Booker in at the point guard position. With less than a handful of games completed, Richard, we're starting to see teams emerge.
You usually need about 10 games or so to figure out who's going to compete in their divisions. Numbers tend to regulate themselves over a couple of months.
Now here's Allen. 5 on the clock. Out to Brooks. Over Markkanen. And Brooks gets it on the assist by Allen.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Here's George. Kessler setting the pick for George. To the paint, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
And here are the Suns now. And here is Allen. Booker outside. Pass to Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Booker against George. Now Kessler. Outside, George. Here's Mikhailuk. Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's Brooks. He had 15 points last outing.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Mikhailuk passes to Markkanen. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Now here's Allen. Tight defense on him. Williams sets a screen for Booker. And Williams with the stuff.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player is so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona's a great choice.
Mikhailuk can't get it to go. Suns leading by 3. Pass to Allen. Booker outside. Williams, a screen on Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 6.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
George passes to Mikhailuk. Pass to Kessler. Now George. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Here's Booker. Softly drops in the floater.
And how about the start they've gotten off to? They haven't missed once.
Jazz trail by 5. George with the ball. His last outing, he had 18 points. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Suns. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
I caught up with the head coach for Phoenix. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight, and he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Booker following the three-pointer by Utah. Dunn left side. Back to Booker. Williams trying to break free. That's good from Booker on the assist from Dunn.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. You look at Kessler. Fierce inside defender. Tops in the NBA in blocks.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Now, here's George. Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Offline from the top of the key. Suns leading by 4. Booker finds Allen. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Williams. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
That free throw, no good. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Good on the second free throw. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Kings. George passes to Mikhailuk. It's hauled in by the Suns. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Brooks misses. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz, trailing by 5. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
The Suns have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Dunn kicks to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Soft touch. Booker finding his spot, just floating it in.
Over to the wing. Pass to Kessler. Outside, George. The Jazz with another miss.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside, Williams. Now here's Booker. Brooks outside. Back to Booker. For three. And the three ball is good. And now it's a 10-point Suns lead.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, he averaged 15 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, this last stretch, it has been unbelievable to watch him get going on the glass, and it's been reflective in the stat sheet.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to George. Left side, Markkanen. Another miss by Utah. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And Brooks gets it to go.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Filipowski. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
And good that time.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
Booker against George. The 11-footer again, Phoenix.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Booker against George. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Dunn with a screen on George. Here's Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 15. You know, Richard, while he's still one of the elite scorers in the game, Devin Booker missed All-Star selection in 2025.
Yeah, it can get very tough when it gets to that all-star selection. No one questions his number or his talent. It was more about the win-loss record.
Now here's Williams. He's got 7. Nobody near Allen. Offline with his 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Shot's good by Filipowski.
No, nice pass by Markkanen. Knows it's better to give it up than force his own shot.
Booker outside. And it's sent back by Kessler. Brooks finds Dunn. Screen by Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Booker. Jazz trail by 13. Mikhailuk passes to Kessler. And here's George. Scores for only the 2nd time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Brooks against Markkanen. Williams has a screen for Brooks. No good that time.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Here's Filipowski, and Utah again with the bucket.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from there.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. .137 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Gillespie. There's the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. And so Nurkic will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 9-point game. And that one, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. To the middle. And the dunk by O'Neal.
The lead just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life, so I expect him to break even more franchise records.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The Jazz shooting their first free throw tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And the Suns making a change here. Iguodaro's checked in. Free throw good, Nurkic. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now. That ended last year when they really bottomed out.
And so it's Utah with it. Following the score by Phoenix. Down low, it's picked off. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gillespie. Bounce pass Richards. Shot from 12. Rebound Utah. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Suns. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
You've got Nick Richards, and it's O'Neal in at the 3. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And that one's good, Richards.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
To the inside, here's Hendricks. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Here's Gillespie, still without a basket. There's a screen. O'Neal up top. 6 to shoot. Good ball movement here by the Suns. The Suns need to get a shot off. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And finished off by Bailey.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Sensabaugh. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Nurkic can't hit. Phoenix leading by 4. Now Richards. Pass to Gillespie. Here's Iguodaro. O'Neal on the wing. For the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gillespie's got his first 3 points of the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Bailey. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, Ace Bailey's draft journey was highly scrutinized, and it wasn't just his height. But at the combine, he measured over 2 inches shorter than he'd been listed in college. Rather, his refusal to work out for any team surprised a lot of folks and executives around the league. But it didn't scare off the Jazz, who selected him 5th overall.
Not everyone can shoot like him. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. And he knocks down the first one. And you think about the importance, RJ, of awareness and basketball IQ. What about players who don't have that, but are immensely talented?
Well, they still have to grow their IQ, and that can take time, because if you make too many mistakes, it will cap your minutes.
And he makes both free throws. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Jazz making a switch here. Sensabaugh is checked in. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. 5th, the Jazz.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Jazz trail by 8. Pass to Mikhailuk. Out to the right wing. Here's Sensabaugh. Dunn covering. The Jazz again can't hit it. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. O'Neal dishes to Brooks. Fader on the way, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Inside, outside, mid-range, Brooks has the accuracy to make whatever look he gets work for him.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's the screen. Here's Mikhailuk. Drills it from outside. Mikhailuk's got 11 points.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Brooks, the pass to Booker. Booker going to work inside.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Richard, as a Phoenix native, who would you say is the greatest player in Suns history?
There's a round mound that comes to my mind, but I have to go with the MVP, Steve Nash, who won it twice. But there's still a case for Devin Booker, but he's still adding to it.
First one falls for him. And Phoenix making a change here. Williams is checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Kessler's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Now here's Brooks. He's got 9. Done outside. Fires from deep. And Williams throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Pass to Kessler. There's the triple. Buries it from three-point range. He has 7.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And here is Brooks. Williams kicks to Booker. Launches it. Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz trail by 6. Driving the lane. And he comes up with the deuce.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Suns have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Booker. Booker taking the hit. Jazz have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Kessler, a screen on Booker. Here's Mikhailuk. Brooks covering. Markkanen in the corner. Pass to Kessler. Clock at 4. Jazz passing it around. Over Williams. Kessler. No good.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
And it's sent back by Kessler. Here's Mikhailuk. Guarded by O'Neal. Now Filipowski. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. Filipowski, the bounce pass. Pass to Mikhailuk. On the wing, Markkanen. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Buries the long-range jumper. Filipowski's got 7.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Allen's checked in for the Suns. Keontae George, he's checked in for the Jazz. Suns leading by 3. Pass to Dunn. Dunn sets a screen for Booker. No good on the triple. Utah's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Here's Mikhailuk, defended by Allen. Mikhailuk passes to Kessler. Stolen by Allen. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. And Dunn with the slam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
To the paint. Here's Mikhailuk. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
George against Booker. Williams scanning the floor. Brooks with no one around. Releases from the wing and drills it. Brooks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Brooks needs to keep taking and making those jumpers. It's only going to help his confidence. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
It's Allen on the wing. Off target from three-point range. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Filipowski. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Brooks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
First free throw is good.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And both free throws good for Brooks. Here's George. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Kessler throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Brooks dishes to Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide-open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Phoenix shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
One shot.
And they struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but they have been terrific in the second, up to almost 85% overall.
And stolen by Booker. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Bucket is good. And now an 8-point Suns lead.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
He misses the free throw.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
And he's good on the second. Here's Brooks, 13 points in the game. There's 1:59 left in the first half of the game. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Jazz trail by 7. Kessler with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
For Utah, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Filipowski at the line for 1.
Lebowski, no good on the free throw. Suns leading by 5. Brooks right side. Fires the 3. Utah with the rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
George passes to Markkanen. Lebowski with it. He's against Williams. Three-pointer, Markkanen. They get the rebound. Yep, that one goes.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so Allen will bring it up now for the Phoenix Suns. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Williams. Allen outside. Williams sets a screen for Allen. Shot clock at 5. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
You know, players look for key moments in a game, RJ, and Grayson Allen seems to have a knack for finding them.
Oh, he sure does. When I think about Allen, I see him hitting in late clock situations or solidifying a run or a comeback. When it matters most, he is ready.
And the first one drops.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And Allen drops them both.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
George against Booker. And George kicks to Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. 9 points last game out. 4 on the clock. Pass to George from deep. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Booker the pass to Allen. Brooks kicks to Dunn. Now Allen. Pass to Booker. Clock at 6. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lead by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Taking a look here now at Phoenix. A tall order for them in this one. Looking to steal a win from a very good team. On paper, it's a tough hill climb.
Yeah, but that's why we play games. Anything can happen.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Suns.
Well, you can't speed them up. They take care of that basketball and maximize the value of possessions.
Then why aren't they up by 20?
They're not dominating. They're just efficient.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Jazz trail by 5. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. They've got Lauri Markkanen. Filipowski's out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Mikhailuk in at the shooting guard. Pass to Kessler. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, George. George missing again. Suns leading by 5. Done with it. On the wing, Booker. Booker draws the double. Now Brooks. This one for 3. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got assist number 5 here tonight. Pass to Mikhailuk. That's screen on Allen. Here's Mikhailuk. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Mikhailuk's got 16.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those 3s coming. That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Pass to Mikhailuk. George against Booker. And the Jazz with another 3.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Now Booker. He's got 22. Booker draws the double. Pass to Williams. Brooks down low. Working on Kessler. Down low. There's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
And Booker is more than just a scorer. Very capable of getting it to his teammates.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in. It was a really important time, and it was good for me." Kevin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. To the middle. Here's Dunn, and Dunn with the slam.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Allen. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 10 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Guys like that can really stretch your weapons offensively.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Filipowski. Dunn covering. Here's Mikhailuk. 5 to shoot. Tesorius screen on Allen. Mikhailuk drops in the tray. Mikhailuk's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Jazz. Phoenix leading by 3. Now Dunn. It's Allen on the wing. Brooks outside. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Brooks has got 19 points.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Pass to Kessler. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. And here we go. Dunn shot's good. And now it's an 8-point Phoenix lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now Kessler. Here's Mikhailuk. He's got 19. Beyond the arc. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Allen outside. Brooks a screen. From past the arc. Up again. And there's Brooks putting it right back in. Brooks has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Kessler setting the pick for George. Outside, Markkanen. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Phoenix leading by 4. Allen outside. Now here's Williams. He's got 16. Booker outside. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk. Jazz have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Kessler with the bucket. Now just a 2-point Phoenix lead.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Bucket! Devin for 3.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Kessler passes to Markkanen. Outside, George. Kessler setting the pick for George. And Utah, another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Allen finds Dunn. Dunn with a screen on George. No good from Booker. Jazz have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. A nice shot by Mikhailuk.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
And they pick up 2.
Keep feeding the hot hand. Booker has it going in this one.
The Jazz trailing. Outside, George. Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to George. Markkanen a screen on Booker. Over to the left wing. Mikhailuk. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Phoenix has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And here's Booker from the arc. Filipowski grabs the board. The Jazz shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. It's George on the wing. Back to Filipowski. Over Allen. The shot by Filipowski, no good. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Dunn. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They double him with Booker. Pass to Mikhailuk for the lead. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Brooks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. At the elbow, Williams. To the inside. Filipowski with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Filipowski passes to George. Outside, Markkanen. Offensive rebound. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Mikhailuk. To stop the drought, and he jams it with authority.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And team strategies
closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
So for the Suns, Nick Richards comes in for Mark Williams. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for Devin Booker. Done outside. Richards with it. Pass to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Filipowski, guarded by O'Neal. Here's George. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Inside. And that one's good. Richard.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
George with the screen on down. Here's Sensabaugh. Dunn covering. Back to George. Lets the 3 fly. Filipowski passes to Mikhailuk. Allen against George. Goes back up. O'Neal with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
A different look for Utah. Hendricks is checked in, and Bailey subbed in for Mikhailuk. .152 left to play in the third. Here's Gillespie, defended by George. Clock at 4. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Sensabaugh. George looking around. Screen by Nurkic. Lets it go from deep. Lets it go with a 3. Iguodala grabs the rebound. The Suns leading. Here's Gillespie, defended by George. Here's Iguodala. They set the pick down low. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. No, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Hendricks. Outside, George. The Jazz with another miss. Phoenix leading by 4. O'Neal on the wing, defended by George. Here's Gillespie. To the paint. Here's Iguodala.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's George. Here's Hendricks. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Suns ahead. They lead by 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
and he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Booker, Nick Richards out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Iguodala in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Gillespie to the middle. Outside, O'Neal for 3. Booker. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Here's Bailey. And the layup's good off the glass. Bailey's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Jazz. Here's Gillespie. Pass to O'Neal. Down low. Here's Iguodala. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
13 fouls.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Jazz trail by 7. And finished off by Nurkic.
It's the sheer size of Nurkic. It's his girth. It is so tough to contend with.
Booker outside. To the paint. Here's Iguodala.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Bailey. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Markkanen. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And I like that. Markkanen needs to play like a 7-footer because he's got the talent, but he also has a pretty strong frame when he wants to use it.
Yep, it counts. 29 points for Devin Booker.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, Markkanen. And he banks in the layup.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Jazz trail by 7. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist from Bailey. Markkanen's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. And Utah also making a switch. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Nurkic. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Phoenix's coach address his team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. To the inside. And that one's good. Iguodala. Iguodala's got 15 points here in the second half. Outside, Markkanen. A three ball. Yes, it is. For that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
And the shot goes in. Iguodala's got 19 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Outside, Markkanen. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Markkanen. There's the screen. Makes it off the glass. Markkanen's got 12 now in this quarter.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Now, O'Neal. Here's Gillespie. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. O'Neal's got 4 assists now tonight.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Markkanen. In the corner, it's Kessler. Back to Markkanen. And it's Bailey in the corner. Over Booker. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Bailey.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
Markkanen down low. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
O'Neal wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's just a basketball IQ pass by Booker. He didn't like what he saw inside and moved it out.
Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Kessler. Now Bailey. Free throw line jump shot. Rebound by the Suns. Williams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Here's Gillespie. Booker outside. Rebounded by Bailey. Utah has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. He takes it in. Jacks up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Outside, Markkanen. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Talk about clutch. He has been on fire.
Booker outside. Booker draws the double. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And Kessler throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now here's Booker. Defense is right there, and the shot is good.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Utah has gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Now Kessler. Pass to Bailey. Shoots. And it's the Suns with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now here's Booker. Going to work down low.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Kyle Filipowski's checked in for the Jazz. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Markkanen. 5 on the clock. To take the lead, a three-pointer. Good.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Kessler against Williams. Brooks. Oh, the dunk.
Well, Brooks is always working hard for this team, and here it pays off with a huge basket.
Here's Markkanen. Kessler screen on Brooks. Now Kessler. Williams with the steal. Here's the break. Booker draws the double. Now Williams. Done outside. It's tipped. Markkanen against Brooks. Now Bailey. Markkanen outside, just 4 to shoot. From deep, buries the deep ball.
Accepting more of a leadership role over time. Markkanen not bashful at rising up to take huge shots.
Now here's Booker. He's guarded closely. Kessler pulls it down. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
Fires the three. That one is off. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. The lead is 2. Here's Filipowski, defended by Allen. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
Utah substitution. Sviatoslav Mikhailov. George.
And so they foul intentionally.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
We call that putting the game on ice. This one, oh yeah, that's over.
And the Suns call time here. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
Brooks, left side. And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Lori, some efficient shooting for you tonight. How comfortable were you with the looks you were getting?
I was good. Teammates kept finding me. I think I had good looks, and can't really say much. Just try not to think about it too much and just let it go.
Just play the game the way it should be. Congrats on the win, Lori.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Lauri Markkanen.